Hey, girls, just going to do a quick review of the Arlington match from last week. The focus is going to be, really on just ball security and defensive shape. It's great to get it back on the field and knock off some of the rust. Doing this video, I'm sure I'm going to be a little rusty since it's been a little while as well. But a couple things that, after talking with Bobby, things we wanted to make sure we're thinking about is, when we lose possession of the ball and then on the regain, are we recovering at a good enough angle to be able to slow them down and delay? So you see this here, Ken Madison maybe get a straight run across to cut her off. That's just, step number one. Eventually they do give us the ball and we're able to get it, but we can't just get our foot on the ball and either, break this line here to start attacking real quick, and it just kind of slows down, and you can start to see all these players from Arlington starting to step up. And now the play here is just to get the ball into the central area so that everybody can, get into a little bit more of a, a big shape, with Ashley, Ella, Erica, and Alexia there, and then we have our midfield here able to work through it. So we don't do that because now when you look at this, you can see that you have, numbers disadvantage here in terms of how we're trying to break through them. And then you've got a 2v1, right here, three if you count Addison as well, just to get out of that pressure. So again, it's what are we doing to secure the ball? Are we opening up? We they're pretty dense when we have the ball there. So, we're hoping to try and get through them. And it's obviously a little bit more difficult to do that when they have such numbers on the ball. So you see that that's decent here. As soon as Ray gets on the ball, can we put her into a little bit more space instead of having Addie get in on the tackle there? Even though we get out and we're able to create something out of it. So again, just initially, are we able to slow down on the recovery or delay them on the recovery? And then, once we get the ball, can we secure it a little bit? So just one of our goal kicks, as they get on the ball here, you know, we're in really good defensive shape. It's now when we do get the ball, are we able to take care of it? Not really right there, not able to find time and space. Good step from Erica, gain the ball there, but are we able to keep it after that pass? And again, just to give the coaching point here, yes, it's great. Alexia gets on the ball here. Can we pass the ball to her where she has a little bit more time and space? As we pass it to her there, she's surrounded by players. And as she gets it off her feet, are there more players there to apply them pressure? Now, again, could we have switched the point of attack there with Krista there? Maybe, but we're just kind of right back into that little corner area. And again, look at all the density that they have here. And of course, the play is to get the ball over to this side. Again, as we get the ball back, are we able to secure it? If we're not able to secure it, once they have it, now I just want you to pay attention. The ball is up there. Our three forwards, or sorry, two of our forwards and 10 are here, and, there's a lot of space in between. So they're able to just pass the ball here and break that line and then get out of trouble. She probably should, play into the open space there to the center back, but she doesn't. So as Alexia wins the ball, great win, but are we able to keep it or put the ball into this space here so that all of our backs can also get up and join in on the fun? And we don't have it, and now we're kind of, at sixes and eights, running around a little bit. And again, we don't have much in terms of our shape. There's a big line here that can be broken. So we just want to make sure we're stepping up and getting much tighter on the ball so that we don't have 1v1s against our center backs, if that makes sense. I'll just rewind it just slightly here. So now we're creating these difficult situations, because of our we weren't able to secure the ball and play into an area where players have time and space. Again, good pass to a white jersey, but she's completely marked when all the space is over here to play, which is what we'd like to see, happen. And again, rusty first game out, back in a competitive 11v11. So, that's to be expected. And that's why we want to review it before, we get into the league in a couple weeks. So good initial pressure there. But now you can see how Arlington is able to get out and where all their time and space is. And if we don't step up high enough to pressure, I think Ashley, you would be here. It makes it real difficult for us. They decide to kick it long, and that's okay. But can we secure the ball? Okay, header, ball down, bouncing around a little bit. Good. Where's the time and space? Unfortunate there, mishit. And now you could see how they have this ability to attack us against our back line. And again, just a reminder to make sure that we're really trying to take care of the ball and putting it into areas that they can't have success. So here's a recovery moment. So, can we get initially to the ball? I see Krista's working really hard there. Can we delay? And I know, I think that's Ray. I know you didn't mean to slip, but, the slip happens. So are we back? Are we closing gates? Do they have the ability to play in behind us? And that's what we've got to be really careful about. Again, putting our center backs into 1v1 situations where, yes, they can handle it, but, why should we risk it? And they get a good opportunity here out of that. So you can rewind that and take a look. Another situation here. And obviously, like I said, there's plenty of good that we did in the match as I watched it, but those focus points as we get into training for these next matches coming up, really taking care of the ball and securing it when we regain possession. And then as we lose possession, what's our recovery look like? And just reminders from the fall. So here we just got to be a little bit careful. Just rewind a little bit. So now you see this center backs getting on the ball here, and there's tons of space for them to look to play. And any outside back gets into a little bit of, decision making. Do I step up tight, and leave the space in behind? So this is a body shape issue where, being on a half turn a little bit to be ready to run in behind or to be able to step up. Because if she plays here, then obviously everybody's shifting and shifting and shifting. But once she plays forward, you could see maybe Ella, you could probably slide over a little bit quicker. Once her body shape is facing this direction, maybe slide over a little bit, and then Alexia and Erica get a little more connected too. Because now they've got this gap where they can play in behind. Ashley does a great job to recover, but we're giving up a corner. Just a couple more, on the regain. Doesn't happen. Maybe there's a tactical foul situation here. I think Krista might not have been close enough, so maybe it's Erica stepping up, taking the foul right here, right away. Because now they're 3v2. If you look at this potential, even though I think that Summers here, there's still the 3v2 that's going straight to our goal that we really want to be careful with. And the left-footed player hits this much better, and it hits the post. And sorry, not a left-footed player, but a left-footed strike like that, if it's in the air, becomes more difficult to save. Good initial pass to secure. So, and again, what's the time and space? Who has more time and space? Where is it less dense in terms of the blue jerseys? Can we maybe recycle the ball, start to build a little bit? Putting ourselves into a little more pressure than we need to. We regain it, but then we don't secure it. And now this is trouble because now our wide player, I think that's Daphne, has to do a full sprint because there's potential. Alexia actually does a really good job there to stay close, but if the ball goes out wide, she's going to have to deal with it. And now it's just a combination here where we've got to be careful. Erica, can we slide over a little bit more as a 6? Can we slide over a little bit more? The odds on them switching the ball like that in 2 touches are slim and none. So, we want to have our density over on this side so they're not able to run in behind us. That's a 1-touch ball from a back into that space. Erica might be in a little bit of trouble there. Still on. So again, can we slide over? You know, Ella, you'd probably have to do that job right there as Erica goes to provide cover to Alexia. And there's a lot of gaps for her to be able to play. She plays a chip, which is probably the hardest pass to play in. But you can see the sequence that they have, you know, runners in the box and, you know, just great step up from Ashley. But now can we secure it to a player that has time and space? That would be the key. Good ball into Addie. You know, maybe we take a touch there. Just recognizing if Erica's going to make this run forward like that, yeah, let's make sure that we get really narrow and cut off any sort of counterattack that they might have. Um, but as you can see, it leads into a jailbreak and a 4v3 against us. You know, good to be middle, but we do need to step up and again, like maybe a tactical foul or not even an aggressive foul, but just maybe like a hand on them just to knock them off balance. You know, that could be potential as well. So, you know, just recognizing it's a good scoring opportunity for them, and they just don't, you know, finish it. But here's the one that they do. Remember, it's starting with a punt. So, you know, can we win that first ball? And again, look at our forward line on the punt all the way to our back line. It's over a half in terms of the distance. So there's lots of spaces for them to run into. And again, if we look at this, just look at our back line, you know, okay, we're here, the ball is all the way on this side. You know, do we have enough support here so that in the event Erica has to run full on, you know, are we able to cover a little bit quicker? So, anyways, I think that's Erica. I'm not sure; it might not be, but anyways, either way, you know, on that punt, it's important for us to be together as a group. And again, just remember, this is all stuff that you know it's in the past, and you know whatever you know it happened. So it's just about reviewing it, taking a look at you know what we can fix. And if anybody has any questions, you know, don't hesitate to get in touch. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys play the next match.